how to live multiple lives successfully. I'm sure growing up you had major dreams, major aspirations as to what you want to do with your life. Just like I did, I wanted to be a dancer. For the longest time, I did dancing professionally, and then I moved to amateur just because I realized that the lifestyle is not for me. So I wonder what would have happened if I actually pursued it professionally. Being raised in an Eastern European family, everything was pretty much either you are the best at it or you're not doing it at all. So there was never in between. Like at this point, I consider myself a good amateur when it comes to videos, when it comes to dancing, when it comes to writing, when it comes to yoga and Pilates. I cannot say that I'm at a point where I am a professional and I dedicate my life fully to it. But I wanted to dab in all different aspects of what intrigues me and of what inspires and gives me reason to live. So in this video, I want to go over the things that you need to dab into, not the things, passions, and what inspires you. What were your dreams as a child? So let's go over a couple of positives and why you should be dabbing in all different aspects of your life, and you should never commit to just one passion, because out of 5, 6 interests that you have in life, one is gonna take off. One is definitely going to be your calling, and in order for you to actually realize what is it, you need to go through a couple of trial and errors. So one of the major things is personal growth by exposing yourself to different passions. Besides growing as a person, you realize that there's so much potential when it comes to you, that there's not necessarily just one thing you should be doing for the rest of your life. There isn't just one career path. There isn't just one dream. There are multiple, and you can actually live all of them simultaneously at the same time. So I decided that I am going to pursue 4 or 5 dreams of my own, what I wanted to do. So I wanted to be a professional athlete, or I wanted to be in some kind of sport. So at this point, I realized that I didn't get a chance to do that, and I didn't maybe wanted it to the degree that I would put all my life on hold and just dedicate everything to just one passion, because I was so multilateral, I would say. I wanted to try so many things that I decided to, as opposed to doing a one thing professionally, I'm going to do 5 things, but as an amateur. Creativity was one of the major things that really blossomed and really will get to a point where you actually think that you can do anything. So when I started dabbing into all different passions that I wanted to do, I realized that I can be a good amateur. You can be a good amateur. You don't need to necessarily pursue anything or all of your passions professionally. That doesn't make you any less of a aspiring, any less of a motivated person. That just means that you have so many aspirations and so many dreams that you want to try a little bit, all of them. By doing this, you will avoid regret. You will come to the conclusion that, yeah, I tried it. It's pretty fun. I think I could do that for the rest of my life. I think I could have achieved that on a professional level, but I won't, because I have other dreams that I want to try out, and I have other interests in my life, and I don't necessarily want to do just this one thing. So you're definitely going to have less regrets, because you will know in the back of your mind that, yeah, I tried it, but I don't think I want to do it for the rest of my life, or I don't think I want to do it professionally. I'm okay with doing it just on this amateur level. But I wouldn't advise or suggest for you to do just one thing and be an amateur just on one thing, because we do have so many hours in a day, and we do have so much time on earth that between birth and death, I'm sure there's enough time for you to try at least 4 to 5 things and become a good amateur at it. You know that statistically, only 30% of the world population actually go after what they want, after their dreams. It's been actually proven that we are being discouraged very early on. That's why when it comes to my children, I do my best to encourage any kind of passion, any kind of thing that strikes their interest when it comes to sports, when it comes to drawing, when it comes to any kind of passion they're trying to pursue. I always do my best to support them. It doesn't matter how good or bad they are at it. It's the trial and error process for sure they will have to put in the time and the effort to see whether or not this is what they want to do with their life, or whether or not this is one of the passions they want to pursue. But by supporting them, I am telling them that there's nothing that is off limits. Everything is possible. Even if it's not up to a professional Olympic level, you can actually try to do anything in your life. Another positive thing is wisdom accumulation. You will definitely become a wiser, a smarter, a more experienced person when it comes to pursuing a couple of passions. Even if you are not a professional at any kind of thing you are going to pursue, it's going to give you a certain degree of satisfaction, and it's going to actually make you feel better, going back to the point of avoiding regrets, because you knew that, yeah, I tried it, it didn't work, but I tried it. It's going to broaden your perspective on life. You will understand to some degree what it takes to be dedicated to a certain passion of yours. You will understand the sacrifices and the effort and the time it takes to be good at something, and that's definitely a valuable lesson. Life enrichment, another big point. Your life is going to get that much broader and that much bigger because you are going to be exposed to different scenes. Like, for example, I was doing dancing, that was one scene. I decided to go into yoga and Pilates, that was another scene. I decided to do videos, and that was definitely one of the coolest scenes I ever was exposed to. So it all depends what you're going to pursue, but it's going to make your life that much richer. You're going to meet that much more people, and you're going to expose yourself, and there is no other way of growing other than exposing yourself, being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Resilience and adaptability. You're gonna learn to adapt to any kind of thing that comes to your life, and it's skills. Like, if you at some point will have to change your career or move into a different direction, you can always choose one of the passions, one of the things that you're doing as an amateur on the side, and pursue it more professionally. But you are going to have that much more advantage over everyone else because you've been doing it as an amateur for so many years. It's going to come to you that much easier. If at some point you lost your job and you need to become a yoga instructor, by doing yoga yourself for so many years, you are going to have an advantage if you are going to decide to actually get more down and dirty and learn everything and get some kind of license in teaching it. You're going to have a life story, that many more interesting events to tell your children, your grandchildren, your partner, your family members about. Your life is going to have that many more aspects to it, and it's going to feel longer and bigger just because you are pursuing more than one passion. Do encourage each other, do support your partners, your children, your loved ones when it comes to exploring different areas of life, and always think of it that way, that there is no wrong way to go about it. There is nothing wrong in giving it a try and seeing where a particular dream will take you. Thank you for following, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.